His image barely survived this shift between dimensions. I can leave the bathroom door open while I'm cleaning my bathroom, I reasoned to myself. Surely my beloved cat Meatball isn't dumb enough to try and jump into an open toilet full of Clorox. So, I caught this tiny little fool mid-fucking-air. I watched him start leaping, and time literally slowed down, and then he had the audacity, the nerve, to beep indignantly at me for ruining his plans. You deny me the toilet milk caretaker. Meatball will remember this. To keep animals mentally and physically stimulated, zoo animals are often given enrichment items, like this snow. Yeah, they gave him cocaine. That's that's not snow. Funny you should say that. That's my enrichment item too. Did you just unearth a cat from a pot of soil? Yes, the harvest is bountiful this year. My little gremlin didn't knock over a pot of soil, and now I'm holding him like a baby out of punishment. Look at those guilty eyes. He knows what he did! But he is forgiven. As he always will be. Hey guys, does anyone know where you can bulk buy at Allegra over the counter? I need more than what CVS stocks to make the batter for my world-famous Allegra chicken. Jesus fucking Christ. He even added them. Allegra. Verified. Hello. Please only take Allegra as directed. Find directions, uses, and warnings on our website here, allegra.com/products. We would like to hear more about how you're using Allegra. Please give our consumer affairs department a call at phone number. This is company talk for. Hey, what in the fuck are you doing? Here's a photo of a cat seeing a Christmas tree for the first time. You're welcome. Aww. Humans. Oh. Aw, the kitty loves the tree. Look, the magic of Xmas touches everyone. Cat. I'm gonna eat it. Father, you must release me from your wretched grasp this moment, for I have found an opponent who is worthy. Right now I am smiling, for I am staring at the gates of Valhalla, and once I'm inside, I will feast like no other kitten before me. Maxos, please, not right now. I just finished putting up the tree. That means nothing to me, Father! I'm currently obsessed with the old lady in the store I overheard say, well, you know me. I can't resist the gnome. I want a sitcom where people gradually get killed off and their spot in the opening title theme is replaced with dead silence. Hey, I'd like to question your definition of sitcom because that's not a situation comedy, man. And now we see the ball being passed to Snuggles, who's part of the offensive feline group. And here we see him participating in his favorite hobby, napping, as the ball rests gently next to his side. Snuggles! Get your head in the fucking game! The Earth is flat. Flat! Flat. You know what? I don't believe that the Earth is real. Yes! Out conspiracy the conspiracy theorist! Good move! God damn it. You little key-frame bastard. If I wanted you to move like that, I would have purposely told you to. Move you into place.
Look, Oz, look.
Oh, shit.
I just found a new conspiracy theory.
I thought I unplugged you.
It proves that Stanley Kubrick was hired by NASA to fake the moon landings. See, Oz, look. Jeez, I can't believe they thought they could hide something so obvious from us.
No, you little fool. Stanley Kubrick was a perfectionist. Think! Minnie, how would Stanley Kubrick get the perfect shot, huh? He had to be there, on the moon, directing them.
I'm pleased to see you.
Person with a Megamind picture. Instead of a stoic hero and a chatty villain, or a chatty hero and a stoic villain, imagine if they're both chatty and just the villain trying their best to kill the hero while the two of them have an in-depth discussion about their opinion of pumpkin spice. Villain shoots laser. No, but seriously, orange is a really fun color. Hero, dodging. But your entire room? I'm not painting my entire room orange. Villain stabs at the hero and misses. Well then why did you ask my opinion on paint colors if you're not going to listen? I mean the Princess Bride. Oh, holy shit. You know, I'm really sick of people being like, I wish there was something where insert something that definitely already happened in Megamind. You should know this! So Anakin Skywalker does not use Jedi mind tricks. Not once in the films. Do you think that's a coincidence? Not on your life, buddy. Anakin Skywalker does not have it in him to overrule another being's free will. What the fuck are you talking about? He murders a bunch of children with a laser sword. Master Skywalker, what do we do? Sorry, kiddos. Instead of overriding your free will and making you a Sith or whatever, I gotta kill you motherfuckers instead. Super Dick Man's Dick Nursey. I am kink shaming all of Germany. So, okay, I don't want to be the one that says this. Is it better or worse if I tell you that Nussy means nuts? And I mean, well, dick also means, like, you know, fat or thick. This post only gets worse. Yeah, because it means super dick man's dick nuts. Hi, Tumblr. It's me, Denny Wise. Would you like your pancake back? Take it. Denny's, I am going to drive directly to your restaurant and kill you with my bare hands. I wish I could get away with threatening corporations like this on Twitter, but I cannot. I would get banned permanently. Today I learned that Americans call a knob... What? Today I learned that Americans call a knob of butter a stick of butter. Who the fuck calls it a knob? Fuck you! Foolish. Silly Americans call it a stick of butter instead of a thick, throbbing cock of butter. So I was talking to an offline man named Tyler today who argued that TV isn't defined by interpretation the same way that music or books are because, quote, people don't have differing interpretations of, like, Tony Soprano, end quote. I would like to set him loose on Dean Girl Tumblr for 24 hours, like a gerbil in a snake exhibit. Yeah, I'm extremely distressed by the phrase offline man. I didn't catch it at first, but calling someone an offline man, Jesus Christ. I just screamed. Octopus, gun in each hand. Cat, you're one short, buddy. This took me longer than I'd have liked to get this.
It only takes one bullet.
You ain't got that nerve.
Try me.
You know, to be honest, if someone just handed me a pressure washer and set me loose in the streets, I would probably just go into a trance and just start hosing shit down indiscriminately. It's not a question of how much I could clean, but more of a how long until I get hit by a car and die. Name two foods with the same ingredients and otherwise bear no similarities whatsoever. French toast and an egg salad sandwich. You know, I told myself this post was a great idea, and I could live with whatever knowledge was unveiled, and it turns out that was unbounded conceit on my part. Please, bury me deep. Okay, so unfollowing. I had no clue he chopped down the entire forest and drove out all its wildlife and caused near irreversible damage to the world's ecosystem just to make some fuzzy, shapeless... What? You're simping over the one slur and you didn't watch the fucking movie? Come on, guys. I think we're blowing this way out of proportion. I mean, how bad could it, I never really kind of understood the whole, like, Webster fandom, because he's clearly kind of the bad guy, and the exact opposite of what Tumblr likes, a capitalist, who extorts the ecosystem for money. I mean, come on, the Onceler's just a tall, lanky twink in a green suit with roughly scraggly hair. Like, what is there to... Fuck. Never mind. The pot just called the kettle black. An Olympic cameraman stopped filming field hockey to focus on a cockroach in the game's final minutes, baffling fans. The cockroach is shown during a 2020 Tokyo Olympic broadcast. So, according to my brother, the camera operators are told in advance when they're going to be cut to, or at least given a heads up. So, this guy assumed he was safe to use his camera basically as a pair of binoculars because he wasn't supposed to get the focus. But the person who was switching between the camera feeds accidentally cut to his camera by mistake instead of the one that was supposed to be filming. So they ended up televising what was supposed to be one man's private cockroach observation moment. This is what spacing out in class and being called out feels like. Laughter from scientists. More laughter from scientists. Discovered. Immediately mocked by scientists. I mean, look at him. Hey, nice Club Penguin sticker. That's mean. I'm gonna do this from now on to oppress Linux users. Oh yeah, my new favorite conspiracy theory is that the lottery only exists to capture time travelers. I also now have a new favorite conspiracy theory. Huh. Hey, Minnie!
What?
Ah, Jesus fucking Christ, where'd you come from?
Huh?
God damn. Can you, like, properly use the door next time? Anyways, I found a new conspiracy for you. God fucking damn it.
This one is the perfect one to add to my collection.
So, I went on a date with a girl last night, and I have purple hair and wore a purple top and purple eyeshadow. And she has a green chunk in her hair and wore a green t-shirt and green eyeliner. Soulmates. Luigi X Waluigi. Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up! So, like, the posts that be like, if I were a monster that had to eat people, I would just eat horrible people, are just so absurd to me. Like, how often do you see known criminals on the street, huh? Billionaires out for a nightly stroll around town? Effectively fucking never. If I had to drag myself to the grocery store, you think it's gonna be any easier for me to hunt Bezos and co. every time my stomach growls? I can't be bothered to plan meals more than a day in advance. How am I gonna perform a whole ass detective work to confirm someone's a serial killer before I eat them? Y'all got that much time on your hands? Planning 5-course meals every fucking night of the week? Don't make me laugh. Eat a pedestrian and tragically wrestle with the guilt like the rest of us, idiot. Alright, yeah, what I just said there was pretty much a Venom quote. Oh my god. Fox. I'm sorry, my companion, but no. We all have our own destinies, and yours culminates here. I would not rob you of that. God fucking... You have got to be fucking kidding me. Just a reminder that Bethesda actually thought this was an acceptable way to end a story. Me? Hey, Fox, can you, like, walk 5 feet into this room and type, like, 3 numbers on a keyboard for me? Since, you know, I saved your life and all. My best friend, Fox. You know, to be honest, dude, I could, but it'd be cool if you just fucking died. Oh, God. Alright, so we all know that Fae folk are prone to kidnapping and imprisoning humans and yada yada yada. But, like, what do they actually do with them, though? Like, people keep replying, keep them as pets, and I thought that was just, like, Tumblr being Tumblr, but apparently that's valid lore. Hey, my human does tricks. What kind of tricks? Yeah, think it's called calculus. Phase 1. Well, my human can make people uncomfortable with just a few words. Oh, please. How in the 9 realms can they do that? I want to lick your pointy ears, Elf Daddy. What the f? So, right now my aunt is pissed and she's ranting on how the, hashtag is an ampersand and not a hashtag. I have never seen her so revved up on something so... Yeah, but, the and symbol is the ampersand. Not that. That's pound. Ha! I'm about to go ruin her day. Thank you. Huh? I wonder how this turned out. Queer hound deactivated. Their aunt killed them. When the horse sees you lurking around his medicine cabinet. I feel like this was probably originally a ketamine joke, but here we are. God damn it. Hey, you made it to the outro. It's pretty cool. What'd you think of this episode? It took forever to edit. It was quite the thing to take on, editing wise. I even got some fan art of Backsauce. It was that long of a schedule that I posted some stuff on Twitter and people made fan art before I was able to get the video up. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Like, subscribe, do that kind of stuff. Oh, I have a shorts channel now, so check out Oz Shorts if you want to see sneak peeks at upcoming episodes. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Rescue Cat 5 years ago. Can I sit here? Is that cool? I'm sorry if it's not. Thank you so much for not hating me. It's really nice. I love you. Rescue Cat today. I snuck into the pantry and ate all the crackers. Clean up my vomit, you swine, for I am the ruler of the living room. Welcome back, you lovely degenerates. Today we're doing some r/brand new sentence. Haven't done this one in a year, so it'll be kind of fun to look at it again. We drink boba tea to satisfy our ancient and innate urge to slurp the tadpoles from a puddle through a reed. What? No, we absolutely do not! Oh, that's a great mental image. The scene in Lady and the Tramp, but as our lips meet, I continue to suck. You feel the pasta travel back up your throat. My pasta. My pasta. What kind of sick god would allow us to live in a world with 14 Saw movies and only one Ratatouille film? Why? Pirates knocked up Shrek. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Apparently, at IKEA, bags are a great way to restrain angry swans. I would like to suggest the bags are given a new name to reflect their true usage. Something like a beard contain or yonk halt. Getting someone pregnant makes you a father. But secretly bending the hose your kid is using so the water stops flowing, then suggesting that the hose must be broken and encouraging them to look inside as you release the pressure and set Old Faithful off in their face makes you a dad. Here's a concept. Me, riding your ceiling fan like a gargoyle. You, smacking me with a broom. Both of us are yelling. So the funniest H.P. Lovecraft story is the one where some guy's family offended an evil wizard who then cursed his entire family, saying that all the men would die before they hit 30. The protagonist is going crazy, trying to find a spell to break the curse. And then, the big reveal was that the wizard was literally just breaking into their house and killing them himself. This is missing my favorite detail. Namely, that evil wizard is named Charles Le Sorcerer. Chuck Wizard's curse and shoot you in the face. If my son wants apple juice, I give him half water and half apple juice, but the juice I buy is already watered down. The first time this kid has a glass of full sugar apple juice, he's gonna powerbomb me through our coffee table. Hey, so do you think the top part of a mermaid also tastes like fish, or that it would actually be red meat? Would there be a solid line where the meat changes in their body, or would it kind of blend? Could you make a surf and turf platter with one carcass? Finally! Someone's out here asking the real questions. No more of this 5G or if birds are real. This is the real kind of questions we live for. How the human brain works. Electricity tickles the meat so that different slimes come out. Sometimes the slime feels good, sometimes bad. Some people make more bad slime than good slime. That's called clinical depression. My biology textbook said it was more like a sauce. What is a sauce? But slime with a purpose. So I opened my front door and heard one of my neighbors yell at another one, "They're lesbians! I'm pretty sure they know what days the trash is supposed to go out." Which is not a stereotype I knew existed, but honestly, I don't mind it. Is there an event more traumatic than the birth of a baby giraffe? Like, being airdropped 6 feet into this cold, harsh world, standing on wobbly legs, and coming to terms with the fact your main purpose in life is to eat tall leaf. I don't mind mosquitoes sucking my blood. I have plenty to go around. What annoys me is the need to inject the itch juice into my skin, like I'm already feeding you. Why are you being such a bitch? Imagine if I slapped my mom every time she made me dinner.
If you don't buy my plushie to protect you from the mole people, they will inject you with the itchy juice. Act fast before it's too late.
Here's a question for y'all. Women get to smell like real things, vanilla, lavender, but men have to smell like concepts. Like what the is a cool sport rush? I mean, the dude has a point. I just picked up an Old Spice deodorant that was like wolf thorn. What the is a wolf thorn? Okay, so the absolute fucking height of comedy is scientists and scholars getting into fights over incredibly niche subjects. The idea of nerds in lab coats and suits getting close to blows over something that only like 20 people care about is so funny. The Milton scholars screamed and argued about how the serpent was supposed to move before it crawled in its belly. Dr. Matthews, enraged that Dr. Goldstein could believe the serpent bounced around on the coiled end of its tail, flipped over the conference table. Satan is not a pogo stick! He howled. This is what real comedy looks like. So in Brazil, we were just hit by a huge cold front, and in some parts of the country, people are seeing snow for the first time. Now, Brazilian media is filled with American influences, so we've seen a lot of snow on TV, and now that we finally got our hands on the stuff, we decided to have some fun, right? So, the only problem is that Brazilians really don't know how to build snowmen, and the Brazilian media is now calling our snowmen Chernobyl. In the Welsh Christmas tradition of Mary Lloyd, a horse skull visits your home singing rhymes outside your door. That's not even the best part. The person inside needs to sing back with excuses why Lloyd can't come in. It goes back and forth until one gives up. If the person in the house can't respond, they let Lloyd in, and it gets to raid your pantry and drink all your beer. So wait, So you're rap battling a horse skeleton to keep all your alcohol? And here I thought the Welsh had nothing to offer besides consonants. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but like, I've made 13 cents on Robinhood this week, so you could pretty much say I'm the slightly less f***able Warren Buffett. What? You idiots are out here getting your wisdom teeth removed. Me? I'm having more added. Where did you think yours were going? That's right, my mouth. I have 107 wisdom teeth now. My wisdom has never been higher, and I am realizing for the first time that this was not a good idea. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Sticking my f***ing rotisserie chickens! I like got this Splatoon stuck on my ceiling and I'm not able to get it down. Several hours later, you're not gonna believe what object dislodged itself from the ceiling and began its descent to the floor, creating a loud, meaty slap sound upon impact, waking me up in the tender hours of the night. Oh my god, if baby oil dissolves condoms, what the f does it do to babies? Question mark, question mark, question mark. This may be shocking, but babies and condoms are made of different material. It's kind of like rock, paper, scissors. Baby oil defeats condom, baby defeats baby oil, and condom defeats baby. Hello, vegans. If pigs are so smart, why do 66% of them build houses with ineffective, stupid materials? Checkmate, vegans. Our special is pasta with squid ink. Okay, one question. Why have you done this? You had some perfectly good carbs there, and you covered them in a cephalopod's tactical escape jizz. No thanks. Could I get a porcupine quill pizza instead? Maybe a hamburger with all the bones. How is it get over slavery? But, 9/11 is still, never forget. Well, because more people died in 9/11 than slaves ever. What? I've been on Twitter on and off for about 11 years, and I can honestly say, with no word of exaggeration, I think this is quite possibly the single dumbest tweet ever quote. Leaves of cabbage. Is that what's in your head? Just 5 wilted leaves of cabbage? Why on earth hasn't anyone invented a less terrifying way to open biscuits and cinnamon rolls? Peel and pop. Now these things are kind of spooky. Well, it's simple. Because squishing that much biscuit into that little space teeters on the edge of hubris. The pop is to keep us humble, to remind us that death comes for all. Alright, so here I am. I spent $6K in over 40 hours building my 100% movie-accurate Groot costume, and yet all the idiots in my office can't stop emailing about Shannon's dumbass toddler's bullshit baby Groot costume that honestly looks like a turd in a marshmallow. Jesus, dude. He's not wrong, though. I'm sorry, Shannon. The United States Marine Corps developed a new model grenade where you can stack the grenades as much as you want. As demonstrated here. Imagine being a terrorist in a trench, and a double-decker Taliban wrecker lands and blows your whole group up. That's like, cool and all, but my first thought was just a bunch of Marines either blocking each other over the head like these were like wrapping paper rolls, or sword fighting with the stack grenades. So I remember my granddad saying that condoms were so widely available in his unit that they had competitions of what was the most ludicrous thing you could fit a condom over. But after a soldier reported to the medic after having been bitten by a snake after trying to give it a raincoat, the CEO put an end to it. Remember, the holy white doves are just white rock doves, aka the common pigeon. Doves are just pigeons with white privilege. I'm sorry, but the Norwegian butter crisis of 2011 just confuses my goddamn brain. Because how the actual does an entire country run out of butter? Did Norway just come downstairs opens fridge, helvete, in oh shit, I'm so sorry for this. We go to this movie. All right, one more time. Helvete, vi kunde do this movie. I have no idea how to say that.
Helvete enn vi kjorte ut av snorren.
I was gonna explain how the butter crisis happened, but then I noticed your hilarious attempt at writing, "We've run out of butter." I'm not sure if you know, but you basically just wrote, "We drove out of the lubrication." And here I am over here trying to pronounce like the Swedish chef, just completely butchering a language while talking about lubrication. Isn't that great? Many people have been using quarantine as a time to perfect their bread or coffee making skills, but I personally have taken this as an opportunity to make increasingly unsettling eggs. Oh dear. Gaze upon them. Medieval frog defending his child from fiery skeleton. Or telekinetic frog flays local man who doesn't understand personal space. Me? Can I go to the bathroom? Teacher? I don't know. Can you? Me? About to shit myself to prove a point? You know, arguing grammar and semantics with someone with a loaded butt is a dangerous game to play. You heard the goblin. If you don't buy a plushie, the mole people are gonna eject you with the itchy juice. Anyways, that's actually gonna be a limited time offer. It's almost over, so pick one up before it's too late. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it, and and be sure to check out my Twitter or Discord and stuff like that. And I'll see you all next time. Yeah. Girls on Tinder will say, your parents will love me, but your neighbors won't. Like, what are you gonna do? Start mowing at 7 a.m. on a Saturday? r/suspiciously specific. It's been a little bit, but hey, disclaimer. Please do not use the toaster and microwave at the same time that camera 2, VTR 7, and telephone line number 4 are in use. This will blow the breakers on the middle elevator. Thank you, management. Sometimes I'm like, I should buy some orange juice. I love it. I don't know why I never have it in the house. And then I get some and I remember it's because some kind of dormant scurvy prevention instinct activates within me, like a sleeper agent trained to seek and destroy. Except it's just me standing in front of the open fridge at 2 in the morning, chugging juice straight out of the carton, like a great citrus gremlin. So, my cat is licking himself loudly and wetly somewhere in this pitch black room, and it sounds like there's an old man eating a bowl of chili in the dark with me. I feel sorry for anyone that does ridiculously, because that would be funny. I don't understand that first message. Dies. Anyone that died ridiculously. Yeah, me too. Like slipping on a banana peel and getting a ketchup bottle stuck up your butt, but you bleed as it was a glass bottle and the doctor doesn't know what's blood and what's ketchup, so you bleed out. Easy, just do a taste test. God. The McDonald's workers watching me walk in for the 7th time today, knowing damn well I'm gonna order 372 small root beers and nothing else. When your crush calls you and tells you there's some creep watching her through her window, so you go to her house and help her, but she asks how you got there in 15 seconds. I happen to be speed walking nearby when you called. Megamind is such an underrated movie. AC/DC, I'm on the highway to hell. Play this at a hospital while disconnecting all the machines. When you're absolutely terrified of butterflies, but you work for National Geographic and they need pictures of butterflies. That is really good Photoshop. That is really good. r/ask Reddit. What is something we can all agree on being a dick move? Standing up to get your bags and crowd the gate door because you missed your big shot just after flight attendants told everyone to stay seated so medical personnel could evac the guy at the back of the plane who just had a heart attack in front of his kids. Her, before sex, be gentle. 10 minutes into sex, hit me with the brick while calling me your sister's name. Wait, that's illegal. This drinking game prompt. Drink 2 times if you've ever watched Chinese where the scene takes place in a bus with 14 guys. No, but I have seen something that includes 18 cowboys. If you got that reference, congratulations. You're in the same hellhole that I'm in. There are roughly 40 million kangaroos worldwide, and there are 8 million people in Ohio. So if there was an instance that kangaroos invaded Ohio, each individual would have to fight off a minimum of 5 kangaroos, and I don't know if we could do it. You couldn't. How big are deer? Adult deer are as tall as a bicycle. They weigh as much as 800 hamburgers. Okay. Tent poles are not for pole dancing. Please find alternative ways to disappoint your father. There must be a really good story behind this one. There's a guy who's autistic, kind of a slob, likes to play games, look at memes, really clingy, and likes to look stylish. Comes from a small family living in an apartment, and there's a girl who likes photography, K-pop, Marvel movies, eating healthy, kind of shy, and only has a few friends. Comes from a big house of a few siblings and very strict parents. Would they get along or make good friends? Are you asking for a friend there, buddy? I just heard two girls making fun of another girl for wearing the same shoes 2 days in a row. Like, what? I'm sorry your rich dads buy you newer watches every day because he cheated on your mom in 2003 and tries to buy your love. I can't relate, you bin bag. They're trying to ban flavored jewel pods for being too appealing to children. Like all of us haven't woken up in a field at 6 in the morning covered in vomit at the age of 15 after slamming an entire bottle of whipped cream pinnacle the night before. Who hasn't? I hate AirPods. Dude, I'd rather be broke than have two little tiny things to keep track of. Oh, there's like a carrier. Like I'll remember the carrier when I'm barreling out of my door with the bus coming in 2 minutes. An AirPod falls out and falls into a storm drain. I fling my head around to watch it fall. The other one flies out onto the street and my bus crushes it. I scream in agony and run up to it and the bus just barrels straight over me because bus drivers in Chicago's have 3 kill allowances a year. What's worse than a heartbreak? Falling off a toilet mid and tumbling out of the cubicle and your boss is in there washing his hands and he freaks out and you just keep shitting and pissing and he's screaming and tries to open the door. But his hands are soapy so he slips and falls backward onto you and ... Let me tell you this. If firefighters had to cut me loose from a traumatic car accident and I would wake up after a coma of 8 days and I saw that the doctors decided to amputate my legs because they could not rescue it in time, I would stand up and offer you my hospital bed because you look way worse than me. Dude, you killed them. Me, getting ready to ask someone out to homecoming knowing full well that even if they say yes at first, it'll probably end up like last time with them saying no 20 hours later. Alright, let's do this one last time. My face when the Dairy Queen worker flips my Blizzard upside down. My face when my girlfriend and I were playing volleyball and she sprains her foot so we go to the doctor to find out she's pregnant. That's a good reference as to what the image is from. Wow, could I have said that any more awkwardly than the way I did? My God. New break today, cross your fingers. Don't need a screen to tell you when it's bad. When you press the brakes and it sounds like two cats in a dumpster, it's time to change them. That's the most accurate description I think I've ever heard of terrible brakes. I feel like there's a story here. ASMR, rude Brandy Melville employee. ASMR, rude Brandy Melville employee interviews you. Some of the ASMR videos just go off the goddamn wall with like what they're doing for their like roleplay things. Like I've seen a couple where it's like robbing you blind, sacrificing you, inviting you to a cult. It's a pretty wide variety of content. When she asks you, how's your footwork? And you respond with a detailed description of how well you give foot jobs. But then she says that she meant footwork as in dancing, so you have to kill her and store her body in an industrial freezer for 10 years until the investigation dies down and you can go explain to her parents what happened to their daughter. And end your explanation with, you could say I had to put her on ice, but they don't laugh and now it's awkward. Okta be like, password requirements were not met. password requirements. At least 16 characters, a lowercase letter, an uppercase letter, a number, a symbol, no parts of your username, sacrifice a virgin goat on a stone stand during full moon at midnight on the seaside while the herd is watching. If you tried to live on iceberg lettuce alone, you would have to eat 34 heads of lettuce daily, and you would spend 17,551 annually before dying of multiple nutrient deficiencies. Why was this calculated? Because they did the math! I love that subreddit. I'm gonna be doing that one soon. Imagine being in a cabin trying to get back to sleep alone in your room at 2 a.m. with nothing but woods and pitch blackness outside, and since it's summer, you have your window open, and all of a sudden, out from the woods, you hear a faint and your skin turns to ice and you freeze up, wondering if you actually heard it. And 10 minutes later, you hear another This time, you know now that it's approaching, and you decide to stay as still as possible, because maybe it's not looking for you, and you won't draw attention to yourself if you don't make any noise. And 10 minutes later, you jump up screaming, and as you get up, you see a pale white face pressed against your window among the darkness, and you just keep screaming because you are too afraid to function, and all you can think of is to awake your parents in the next room. But they never come, because this thing is smart, and has planned this out and is getting what it wants, because you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Me, I'm not gonna drink tonight. Me, at 3 a.m. in the parking lot on the other side of the city, pretending to play an imaginary piano. These dogs are the villains in a movie where a golden retriever wins a snowboarding tournament. Yeah, that's about right. All they're missing now is those really creepy CGI mouths they try to pass off as being real, and they have to look oddly into the camera whenever they talk, and it's just really uncomfortable. I'm looking at you, Marmaduke. It's all fun and games until you try to build dick armor with the 400 plus little magnet cubes, only to have it collapse into itself after you put it on, and somehow a few blocks are now stuck together with your scrotum. r/ask Reddit. People who customize the exhaust on your 2003 Honda Civic to make it sound like someone blasting a wet fart through a megaphone. Why do you do this? Asking real questions! Sorry. The Gilbs dig it. Ugh. Don't forget that every bumper sticker that you put on the car adds 5 HP. And those neon underglow lights, they add like 10 HP. And that big ass wing you put on the back of there, that's like 50 HP. And also, those big ass subwoofers add 100 HP. Don't forget the Honda Civic mods. Now, if you drive a Honda Civic and you mod it properly, kudos to you. Pineapples! You just failed spelling pineapples. Why are you on the internet? Isaac. Hey, did you know pineapples grow on trees? Did you just misspell pineapples? Sorry, autocorrected. We're talking right now. What the hell? Wipes forehead. Don't wipe my forehead again. I slide out of bed with a man I just met, walking out into the street in nothing but my underwear, chewing grittily on a cigarette. I push a stranger into oncoming traffic like the hard and callous sex pot I am, and say, yeah, this tweet is so spot on. Balls, blowjob. I adjust my underwear sexily, totally unaware that men are staring at my sexy human female body. What the fuck is going on? Later, I walk into my office still chewing on a cigarette. I've eaten an entire pack today, still in my underwear, and I say to my fellow cops, you better not take me less seriously just because I'm a girl, and then I punch the chief of police. I had a lot of brothers growing up, and also some dads. I'm 19, but all of my cultural references and speech sounds like the voice of a team of 37 to 43-year-old men. Women are supposed to relate to me, but I have never exchanged more than 3 consecutive words with another human female because they're always whining stupid shit like, oh, please stop pushing me into traffic, or you really shouldn't eat nothing but cigarettes. Ugh, sissy girls. What the hell did I just read? Me, time for sleepy. My garbage body. Hot, 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 no. Cold, no hot. Bad, bad. Throw up? No. Hungry? No. Remember that mistake you made at work? Internalize it. Never forget. Back hurt, yes. Headache, yes. Hot, roll over. Rah, rah, Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine. You know, just because y'all have been good and no one has looted Mini Oz to my knowledge, I'm gonna have Mini Oz read this next one.
So, if we match, we are going to meet for a few drinks and you will fall in love with me straight away. We will go on some more dates and you will pop the question ring. We will go to Thailand for our honeymoon and have 2 kids called George and Isabella. Also have 7 dogs, one definitely has to be called Max. Pupper emoji. Can speak 12 languages. I have a pet elephant. None of the above is true, but just so you know I'm a psycho. Eyes emoji.
Hey, welcome to the outro. Don't forget I have a Discord and Twitter. Those are in the description below. If you want to check out my gaming channel where I'm going to be streaming on the weekends, then click there and all that jazz. And yeah, that's really all you're going to know. If you enjoyed this video, do the liking and subscribing and all that stuff. And I'll see y'all next time. Ooh.
We buy so many different things online, so why not tires? Visit TireRack.com/Bridgestone to shop the full line of Bridgestone tires. Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Alright, so if God isn't real, then why does the palm of a man fit so perfectly around the throat of a goose? Welcome back, you lovely degenerates. It's been a little bit, hasn't it? Yay. Anyways, gotta get these things out of the way before we get on to the video. Forbes, why Pakistan should be on every solo female traveler's bucket list. Did human trafficking write this? Can I try the queso? You ask. The Chipotle employee sighs and pours some into the palm of his hand and reaches over the glass. Gently, you lick from his hand, trying the queso. It's good. He rubs your hair. He rubs your hair as you eat. Great customer service. I don't want to die, I want to be dead. Why is that so hard to grasp? Domino's guy. Please sign so I can leave. So, how many dogs have you killed? 1, but I mean, it was an accident. The dog fell in the stairs and landed in a bathtub full of water and toasters. And on the way down the stairs, it hit the wall and my gun fell off the shelf and shot it 7 times. I mean, it could have happened to anyone. Struggling with sleep? Here is some useful tips. Turn your phone off early. Have a relaxing bath. Open the window. Help a raccoon climb through the window so you can watch Netflix together. This is a sleepover now. Make popcorn for the raccoon. Avoid caffeine. Me and the boys after framing a homeless man for murder so he has a warm place to stay. I invite my closest friends and family to a gender reveal party, but when I open the box with maniacal flourish, instead of pink or blue balloons, a television screen is revealed. I dim the lights remotely as we hear Kate Blanchett say, "The world has changed. I feel it in the water." Too late they realize, the pregnancy? A scam. The Lord of the Rings edition? Extended. The doors? Locked. So, what's the circumference of a giraffe's neck? And could you, hypothetically speaking of course, choke one out? Oh, I should also mention this is urgent. Girls always tell me to be louder and more commanding during sex. I'm sorry, man, but I spent 8 years masturbating silently with only a paper-thin wall separating me and my parents' bedroom. The best you gonna get is me whispering, "Oh, gee willikers," every 3 minutes. That's all I got. Okay, so how come reading tea leaves is seen as this sophisticated, witchy thing? But if I slam dunk an open can of Chef Boyardee ravioli onto the pavement in the gas station parking lot to see what kind of soda the old ones think I should buy, food stuff divination suddenly isn't cool anymore. Alright, so imagine a swarm of 8-year-olds, all wearing Minecraft, Angry Birds, and Minion t-shirts, running up to you and viciously beating the living shit out of you while chanting YouTuber intros. This is really specific. Are you okay? Alright, so imagine going for a walk at 4:21 a.m. when suddenly 3 muscular persons with these masks are walking towards you while they whisper, "Life is limited and death is inevitable." Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey you awesome person. You should like and subscribe for more content, as well as get the channel closer to the 500k special where I get a whole video to show my dastardly shenanigans. Plus the idiot who runs this channel is doing some kind of face reveal on Twitter or something. But more importantly, me, I get my special, so please subscribe so I don't get unplugged.
How can you be a vegetarian, dude? Meat tastes awesome! But animals have feelings too, Jeff. Yeah, evil ones though. I'll be happy once your family's dead. I should sell drugs to kids. Microwaving fish in the office microwave is okay. Can you imagine being pregnant and doing an ultrasound and you ask the doctor if it's a boy or a girl and he says, "I had a gay, bro," and shows you a sonogram and it's just a large human foot with an umbilical cord attached to the sole. And then your husband just laughs and says, "Haha, fetus." God damn it. Enough with the WFH sweatpants. Dress like the adult you're getting paid to be. Talking about quarantine and at-home working. Just look what he's wearing in his profile picture. I'm not taking fashion advice from a guy who looks like he runs the bumper boats at a segregation-themed amusement park. Let's fucking go, boys! I shout to myself as I boot up my PS4 to play a single-player game and open a bottle of wine to drink alone. Just imagine, you're walking along the side of the road when a car pulls over behind you. A Visco girl-looking ass bitch jumps out of the car and grabs you, shoving her phone into your face and talking about how cute you are. Then she says the last words you ever hear. "Turtle saving is a hobby!" And you are thrown into a pond. You cannot swim. You sink to the bottom and you drown. Your last moments alive were documented and then posted online. Will you ever get the justice you deserve? In case you guys don't know, here's the video.
Turtle saving is a hobby.
Time has come. Domino's, now hiring drivers. Humans only. Imagine little Shiba Inu wearing a little Domino's hat and just staring at his sign in disappointment. How dare you, Domino's? Alright, listen here, you toe-eyed cabbage. I wasn't born into this world so your fat ass could choke out low-level insults at me. I hope you stub your toe in the dark and have to crawl around your bedroom at 3:47 a.m. in horrific pain after going to the kitchen for a midnight snack of cheese and crackers. You absolute gormless. Oh boy, what the hell is that word? I'm not going to say that.
Minger.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. Oh, so when other people call their pets fur baby, it's fine. But when I call a kid a skin dog, somehow I'm disgusting and the worst pediatrician in this hospital. Alright, so like everyone is freaking out about the National Guard in their towns. Relax, Karen. It's not SEAL Team 6. That's Kevin, the bartender from Applebee's, drinking a White Claw and driving a Humvee at 9 a.m. They aren't coming for your 86 rolls of toilet paper. Yet. Unexpected item in bagging area. It's not unexpected, you digital You literally just told me what it is. It's right there on the screen. I did the wavy wavy. You did the bleepy bleep. Up until the point where you decided to have an electronic stroke, things were going exactly according to plan. What you mean is that you haven't been programmed right. Don't go putting this one on me like I've somehow gone out of my way to surprise you. I've got places to be, man. I can't be playing hide the actual salami with the Terminator's younger cousin. Oh, and now you've sent for backup. Well done! Now I have to deal with a human person who thinks I'm either an imbecile or a thief for not being able to work what's effectively a bathroom scale with delusions of grandeur for the 4th time. Alright, so this is what I imagine every BDSM clown that calls women he doesn't know kitten looks exactly like this. Yeah, that's about right. Danger, do not feed or molest alligators. Ah, shucks, Cletus and Jedediah, go come on. They're on to us with the whole alligator scheme. God darn alligator gonna get away this time. What the f am I doing? R/ask. I'm guessing it's just Ask Reddit's younger brother. Why do so many mobile companies want access to all photo galleries and camera on your phone? They want to take pictures of you on the toilet so they can blackmail you into writing good reviews about their product. Don't ask me how I know, because all I know is that Candy Crush is a lifesaver during these hard times. 5 stars. Would recommend to a friend. Alright, so the government should give us each like $8,000. Not because that's how much a Batman pinball machine costs. It's for different reasons. I swear. Me, as a child, walks into the kitchen covered in my own blood holding a rabbit I fought from a hawk. My mom, on the phone, mouthing, I'm on the phone. Alright, I want to make an infomercial where it's not clear what the guy's selling. Like, he's demonstrating how powerful his vacuum is by sucking up a bowling ball. But then he starts showing you how strong the bowling ball is by dropping it on some knives. But then, he's showing how the knives haven't been damaged at all by using them to cut through some shoes, and it goes on for like 2 hours, then just loops back to the start while a number flashes on the screen the whole time. And if you call, it just echoes whatever you say back to you. Okay, so, r/ask Reddit. NSFW, kinda. So what sort of damage could be done by attacking someone with a frozen dog penis? Mostly psychological, I assume. It depends on where you put it. Okay, but is it like a Chihuahua or is it a Great Dane? Oh, no, it's a German Shepherd's. I don't like the fact that he's able to specify the breed. 8-year-old me waking up to go to the bathroom, then tripping and falling on the floor and peeing all over myself as my dad walked in and starts yelling at me. My brain, a core memory. I hate when you have to order at a restaurant, but all the menu items have really goofy or long names. Like, what the f? It's so embarrassing to look at your waiter in the eyes and be like, yes, I'll have the Uncle Jimmy's finger licking, rib tickling, hootin' hollerin', Cajun heat super stacked supreme cheeseburger. This is my all-time favorite post. I go looking for it from time to time because it's that f***ing great. Okay, my plan would involve hollowing out West Virginia and using the slag to fill in Lake Ontario, completing a diagonal chain of now saltwater lakes across Turtle Island and linking the Arctic and Atlantic seas. This would benefit no one and cause untold damage. I will take no questions.
Here's a map for reference, woo.
The internet is an inherently haunted place if you think about it. Like, it's so weird to see long abandoned discussion boards stuck in a snapshot of the past. Old conversations between kids from over a decade ago who have now grown into their own lives. Obituaries taking the form of half-finished profiles and the silence that fills the gaps between. There's a constant ghostly record of each generation's thoughts, fads, their sense of humor, back when the future was at their fingertips. Even a stranger, people you used to know exist openly in that space, and they watch you watching them. If you want, deceased musicians can play through your headphones. There's always an underlying sense of reminiscing and time escaping our ever-shortening attention spans. What a fucking graveyard. You are right, but holy Jesus, mother of... Alright, okay, so I ate wings with ghost dust on them because they weren't hot enough. Somehow, this ended up inside my nasal cavity. And let me tell you, you might think you know pain. You don't. I felt like I chopped up a lion with a playing card on a mirror and ripped a fat rail of ghost pepper dust, and I'm riding the endorphin high because my brain doesn't know how to interpret the sheer amount of agony I introduced to my dome. Also, everything is itchy. It's the Jackson Starter Pack with 2 X's. Has a little sister named Ava. Has a messy face. Looks just like this. Jackson's mother, Jennifer, is too busy using social media to give a f that Jackson is climbing on a war statue. Using iPad at full volume. Watches you use your phone. Walking into a museum. Hearing a woman say, Jackson. Drink water, eat vegetables, be nice to animals, exercise regularly, explore nature, find a small door under a tree, open it, take a look inside and get pepper sprayed by a tiny elf, learn a valuable lesson about knocking first. r/ask Reddit. How can you threaten to decapitate someone without directly saying you're going to decapitate the man in Latin American, Spanish, or Portuguese? What? Alright, so today I found out that apparently if you kill someone in international waters on an unregistered boat, then throw the body overboard, they can't trace it back to any one legal system, so you can't be prosecuted for their murder! Okay, so what did you do today? The URL makes it so much better. Goodbye, old friend. The caterpillar that wasn't really hungry, it just couldn't think of anything else to do to pass the time, so it had third breakfast. By Eric Carl. I'm sure sex is great, but have you ever gotten stoned and eaten a burrito alone in your underwear and dozed off in the middle of it and then been startled awake by a loud sound on the TV and so resumed eating your burrito, unsure of how many minutes or hours or even days has passed? Oh, to be a dead bee floating gracefully in a 5 feet deep swimming pool, riding the waves as children play Marco Polo around me. Hey, thanks for making it this far into the video. That's pretty cool. Like and subscribe and do all that kind of stuff. At the 500K special, where it's the fucking mini Oz episode. So like, be sure to subscribe and all that jazz. Yeah. Well, anyways, see y'all next time.